Yeah. See, some things ain't up for debate. Some things God stamped on you before you ever took your first breath. This one for everything He put inside me. I'm already him, I ain't tryna prove nothing. Favor been on me since the day that I came running. I ain't gotta chase what God already said. I walk in authority, I'm spirit-led. I'm already him, yeah, the promise in my bones. His word became flesh, now it live inside my soul. I don't pray in fear, I pray like I'm His king. God wrote my name in heaven, I'm already him.
Y'all hear us out there?
I hear you.
Well, do any of y'all hear us out there? All right, so it's time to be alive. We alive.
We good to go.
We good to go. All right. Again, thank you again for tuning in with us here for another episode of I'm Already Him podcast, where today we will be talking about fatherhood.
Yes, that's a subject, not just as a title, but as a whole mentality,
Yeah.
man.
And leading line behind it is leading with love and not your ego.
Yes, Lord.
And that's kind of deep, man. Just within that whole thing, like
Yeah.
you know, leading with love and not your ego, because we as men, we already face a lot of things in life. We carry our ego and our pride a lot.
Beat in the chest.
And so sometimes they can get locked in when we're dealing with our kids.
Yeah.
Because we feel like we deserve a certain type of respect. So it can come across a little possessive, a little aggressive,
and that's what ego's all about. Ego's control, whereas love is collaboration and you're showing a little bit more empathy.
And so, and I'm glad we're talking about it, because this is one of those things I think I struggle with the most, because I'm a little more aggressive person when it comes to my kids, right?
Yeah.
And I expect so much from them that I'm just like, this is that.
When we come from where we come from, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We don't want them to ever go down our path, but we done gave them everything. We also expect a lot of back.
Right. So we like, because where I come from, my mama was strict. My mother was aggressive. So she didn't play them games. Like I ain't gonna put my mama business out there. May she rest in peace. I miss her the most.
That's all. My condolences.
I never had a father though. So I don't know what that looked like coming from a father. I just know what I would have wanted as a kid coming up.
Yeah.
How I would want my father to be in my life, and what aspect it looked like what all of that looks like. But now being a father, I can kind of see what it feels like. You know what I'm saying, from the other side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, I'm a little more scared for my kids, right?
This world's scary.
Yeah. So the things that we had to deal with, and now they're a little more advanced.
Yeah. Every generation.
Yeah. So so when you look at the way you're like, okay, I had to deal with these things, and they were very, very,
Yeah,
intense when I was growing up. But now these kids are even more advanced. So you're like, okay, this is what my kid got to deal with.
and he faster. It's right in their face.
Right.
It ain't hidden no more.
So now you got to be able to not. It's not even about back then. You could hide things from your kids,
Yeah,
but now you can't.
TV,
It's,
internet, man, it ain't nothing you can hide. You might as well have that conversation with them. Ain't
and
no way.
a lot of people think your kids want to be telling them all that. You need to hide some things. Like I'm a little more live and direct with my child because I want to be able to see that enemy coming straight forward.
I definitely can agree with that, and I'm a strong believer. I revert back to the word. Jesus was about his father's business at 12, man. So we got to be
So
about that business.
if you want your kids to be prepared, you got to be definitely giving them the information and knowledge early. But in that case, what I'm saying is that I expect so much more from them,
Yeah,
from my kids. Period. Um, so I'm a little more aggressive. I'm a little more, you know,
yeah,
I need you to get right.
yeah.
You right.
I can see that. I can see that. I'm more of a, I guess you would say, laid back until I get frustrated with something, and then I know I done gave you this life, and what you mean you ain't doing? So
Right,
now
right.
But for the most part, oh, okay. That's what you doing. Life gonna teach you, baby.
Yeah,
Keep
so
doing it.
I'm that. I don't want like the teacher. So I'm like, let me teach you. You supposed to
Yeah,
listen to me.
yeah.
Let me tell you. I done been through it
Oh
already,
yeah,
right?
man.
So it comes with love.
Yeah.
It comes from love. But is that love right?
That is the question. And and I believe we all doing it. There's no playbook to being a parent, to being a father. There's no manual. We all going out there winging it off of life lessons, off experiences, and at the end of the day, we sit back and look at the fruit that we put out there and see how they go about it. And there's times your kids gonna make your chest just swell up, and then there's times they're gonna make you like, boy, I didn't teach you that, girl, what is wrong with you? But that's them learning.
But it's also scary though, right? Because if you
Yeah.
think about the things that we've done
Woo.
before we had kids. So
Woo.
and karma is crazy because sometimes your karma comes through to you through your kids.
Yeah.
And so it can be crazy for you, like, man, hold on, I don't want my kids to have to get the karma of what I've done.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. I
things
definitely
that
don't want that.
the things I done put out in the world.
Yeah.
So I want to be careful about how I operate and move. So it's like, okay, dude, what do I do?
You. I mean, in that sense of the word, that's where God come in. That's where He play a huge part, and why we got to show them something we wasn't shown.
And before we dig into this even deeper, because fatherhood we can go deep into because we both have kids,
Yeah.
a lot of kids, not just one or two.
Man.
We got a lot of kids, so
Man.
and we constantly battle with trying to teach them how to be young men and young women,
Yeah.
and what this world's gonna look like. But before we get started, we had a couple of people look up some scriptures that we want some focus points, and I want to go through three scriptures with you guys tonight. Um, and those scriptures are going to be Psalms 103, and I think it's 103 and 13, correct?
Yes.
That's one of the scriptures. And I'm gonna go ahead and let Clarence go ahead with that scripture.
All right. The Lord is like a father to his children, tender and compassionate to those who fear him. That's coming from Psalm 103, verse 113. Apologies. Psalm 103, verse 13.
That's the first one. I'm gonna read that one more time because I want you to get some clarity.
The Lord is like a father to his children, tender and compassionate to those who fear him.
Let's talk about that. He said those that fear him, right?
Yeah, yeah,
He is compassionate and loving to the kids
fear him.
that fear him.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people tell you that your kids shouldn't fear you. So that's why I'm hitting on this topic, right? You shouldn't. Your kids should not be afraid this, afraid of that. So I want to expound on what type of fear we're talking about, because we're not talking about the type of fear that make you afraid to
Nah,
talk to your
nah.
parents. We're not talking about the type of fear that make you afraid to be able to, you know, let them know how you like, put your heart out,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're talking about the type of fear that's instilled in you to do right.
Yeah, that
Right?
one that a look, a tone of voice
Yeah,
can change a course of action.
that look that your mama used to give you, or your
Man,
or for yours, for those that have fathers, because I didn't have one.
yeah,
You're gonna hear me say mother a lot because I never had a father,
yeah,
and so for me, it's gonna be mother. But the type of look your parent, I'm gonna say your parent
yeah.
gives you, and you immediately know they no longer playing with you.
Oh yeah, it's over with.
Like
Case closed.
hey, you get to talking like, can I do this? No, you can't do that. But mom, how was it?
It's the dead subject. Ain't no more conversation.
It just, I ain't gotta say nothing, right?
Instantly mute.
She ain't gotta say nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, mama. All
You
right,
got
mama, I'm out of here.
you got this one.
You got that. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so we need that's the thing that we want to be able to say. Okay, we know God is not talking about the fear that makes you afraid of Him, right? The type of fear that because let's talk about what is fear. Like I think that's one of the biggest things that we need to talk about. Like what is fear? What is fear to y'all? Like because fear is comes in so many ways. Like
It, fear fear could be something that you, like heights. It could be a fear of flying. It could be so many things, but the general breakdown of fear is something that you have no understanding of and no knowledge of how it's going to turn out.
right. So fear are natural emotions in response to perceived danger,
Yep.
but can become phobias or irrational and oh my god, debilitating. My tongue twisting tonight. Excuse me.
Hey, it's all good.
Debilitating fears, often leading to avoidance behaviors. Common examples including acrophobia, uh, which is like heights, and then the
Yeah, that's the one I got.
arachnophobia, which is spiders, claustrophobia, which is confined
I
spaces,
ain't worried about that.
glossophobia, which is public speaking,
Nah, I ain't got
and
that.
fear can manifest with physical, psychological, and behavioral symptoms, and is distinct from anxiety, which is a response to a future threat.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So this is talking about threats. This is
Yeah.
talking about danger. So we know we're not talking about that type of fear,
Nah. We definitely don't want no danger.
right? Because God is not. It is not the type of person that's going to, put you in danger,
Nah. You
right?
put you in
You
danger.
put you in danger. So this type of fear is a type of fear of not having Him,
Yeah.
right? What would we do with not having God as our Father?
Be lost. Hot mess.
Like we,
Burning.
I actually just got to hit somebody say that they can barely hear me. They can hear you loud and clear, but they can barely hear me. All right. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Bill, Sarah, my sound man. Can you hear me loud and clear? They say they can hear me, but I'm very low. It sounds like it's coming through Clarence's mic. Yeah, both mics are hooked up,
Hmm.
but maybe I did a switch of a mic, so maybe I need to do another switch of a mic. Maybe I need to go back. All right, we're gonna do a quick mic switch to make sure that we good here. That mic that I gave you guys earlier, can you give me that?
Are we waiting on this
Sorry,
mic switch?
guys. The technical difficulties in the middle of the show, but we're gonna get it together.
We're gonna get it all worked out.
And those type of things happen from time to time, man. But
But in the midst of him doing his mic switch out, during the week, you our community, y'all can send us topics, questions that y'all would like maybe address to the public or address on the show, maybe get our input on. You can send it to our DMs, you can send it to our email, you can comment under the video, and we can definitely get back with you and make that happen one way or another. And that would actually that helps as well, and also lets you be engaged into the show or be a part of it. We don't have to. You can leave it anonymous unless you want your name known.
I think okay, I can actually hear a big difference. So
Yeah,
yeah, I could tell the difference. So
yeah,
as y'all see, we got another mic here, and it definitely sounds way better than it did at first. So
that's good. That's
thank you
good.
guys for listening. See, this is what I'm talking about when you got people that's tuned in
Yeah,
and they really listening.
yeah,
You're like, okay, I hear a big difference. So
yeah.
yeah. But let me get this set up and then go ahead, Clarence. Go
Oh
ahead
yeah,
with
yeah,
what you
yeah, yeah.
said.
So yeah, feel free to send us that info. Send us those questions, topics, subjects you might want addressed or hear about, or just get our feedback on. And let us know if that's something you want us to take to the public, or just something for us to address. And during our weekly meeting before the show, we'll make sure we work that in. That it's more of a us touching it instead of a question to the public. So don't hesitate to reach out and be a part of the community. If you want to be a part of the community, reach out to us. We'll gladly add you in. In the future, we're gonna add in morning text out. And if you want to be a part of that, we're gonna make sure we get that taken care of, get numbers and emails so we can get you that information. But it sounds like my guy KT is back, ready to get to it. Let's dive back into this fatherhood.
Oh yeah, back live in the record. Oh yeah, I hear it real good. It's real good.
Oh,
Okay, so
my
yeah,
boy
most
Crystal.
definitely, just piggybacking off of what he's saying, we're gonna definitely make sure that we're
Yeah,
getting you guys more involved in what we're talking about because we definitely want to get you guys feedback. So we're gonna actually start putting out what the topic is
in
way
advance.
be in advance, like he said,
Yeah,
just so you guys can kind of get your own ideas and the questions y'all want to ask us, so we can communicate that on live when we're online. Because again, this is a community we're trying to build, not just us talking to you guys, but building a real community
yeah,
of men and women, right? Um, you may have some questions you may have for your young men that you teach. They may need some information on that end from us as men. So
yeah. Because
um,
I know for a fact I've had mothers stop me sometimes and say, "My son watch you, and he need to hear that." So yeah,
right,
if you got something you need to put out, and maybe it sound better coming. I know when I was a teenager, my mom could tell me 1,000 times, but it sounded better if I heard it from the neighbor down the street.
it always does. Look, it always hit a little different
Definitely hit
from when
different.
your mama to your mama. So let me tell you, and I love my mama. I love my mama to death. But she could another person could tell me the same thing she told me
Hmm.
because you feel like your parent is just trying to control you, trying to keep you from enjoying life.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
this is where that disconnect comes from, right? You be like, man, my mama just trying to keep me from doing it, trying to get the lead of life. She like, but the problem is that what you don't understand, your mama just know what you finna get into,
yeah,
what's lies ahead of you. See, the decisions we make today definitely determine where we going later in life. So if you making those mistakes early and you stepping into those things, you like, look, I want to keep you from even hitting
yeah,
those. I
yeah,
don't even want you to have to deal with what I had to deal with, right? And so, and as parents, we got to start understanding sometimes too that sometimes it's meant for our kids to
yeah,
go through those
yeah.
disasters sometimes
Got
just
to
to
hit your
be,
head sometime.
you know, because some people learn from being told,
Yep,
and some people learn from actually going through it,
that's true. That is true.
right? You like that's hot.
Yep,
You
yep,
tell me it's hot. I'm like, shit, it's hot. I mean,
yeah.
shoot, it's hot. It's
Yeah,
hot.
yeah.
But
You
some
go over
people you
there and
tell it's
touch it.
hot, they be like, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know if that's
yeah,
really hot. It ain't
yeah,
red.
yeah,
It ain't red.
yeah.
So in life we have to definitely make sure that we are understanding that much as we want our kids to actually listen to us, sometimes it's better to get other people involved,
Yeah,
to be able to speak to them and give them some direction. Because again, as like myself, other people came and told me the same thing my parents told me, but it just hit a little different,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So,
And
uh,
going off of what you said about fatherhood, and those that don't have fathers, I can. I had a father. I had a father in the home. Those that know the story, that what happened. We'll go in deeper into that in another episode. But what I want to say is those that those fathers that are outside the home but still trying to be father. They're still trying. They're being fathers. They're active fathers. A lot of times, and I've been in this role too. That's why I speak on it. Don't get caught up in trying to be your child's friend, because then that makes the mama's job a little harder. Make sure that you're still being a father. Like, Just because you're not in the home don't change your respect level, your discipline level. It don't change it. It should be mirror image to what's going on from one house to the next. And I say that because a lot of times, when I've gotten into relationships and I meet the father, and then the child go over there, and the child come back, and I'm like, why this child just disrupted? What's going on? Oh, over there I can do this. Over there I can do that. And I'm like, what? What? No, we don't do that. And then I talk, I sit down like a man, try to talk to the father. And oh, I'm just trying to make sure my son want to be around me. Oh, so you want to be a Disney World dad? You can't do that. Fatherhood ain't about being their best friend.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah,
Fatherhood is about giving them direction.
yeah.
Even when it hurts.
And it's gonna hurt.
And it's just like, hold on, because I'm actually doing more than one thing at a time.
Hey, it be like that. That's fatherhood.
Hold on 1 second. My daughter is actually sick.
Yeah, put on your prayers. Going through it, and in turn, daddy going through it.
It's been a day. It's
Man,
been a day.
but yeah, y'all gotta. There's nothing wrong with being outside the home. I mean, I know in a perfect world that wouldn't be the case, but even when you step outside, you just gotta go harder. You gotta go harder to be that father, to be that example, and to make sure that your children don't lack when it comes to love, discipline, guidance, understanding. But don't go in there trying to lead it with ego, because when you do that, you're gonna lose them. It's gonna create disengagement. That's what ego does.
Every single time. Every single time. Leading with your ego, and I've learned that straight out of dealing with my kids myself.
Yeah,
Sometimes I get a little more feeling like, oh, you got to listen to me, you got to this,
yeah,
and you got to that, because I do this and I do that.
yeah,
But the reality is, sometimes I've had to take the backseat and just listen to them.
yeah,
I actually had a real down to earth conversation with my daughter not too long ago, and some things that she told me kind of broke me down.
yeah,
And kind of when you start listening to your kids and seeing where they're coming from, because before that I wasn't being led by God like I was
yeah,
supposed to be. So some things I couldn't understand
yeah,
because I was still in my pride, still in my ego,
yeah,
still in my own hurt, my
yeah,
own traumas. And we're gonna get into that a little bit deeper too, right? About putting your trauma on your kids
yeah,
and whatever you feeling end up going on them.
and breaking them
But
generational curses.
right. So when my daughter was first talking to me, she said a lot of things to me before, but because I was already in my pride and my ego, and again wasn't totally led by what God wanted me to be led by,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
could never really hear it. But
Yep.
once I started, doing my own personal healing, doing my own seeking in God, and letting
Yeah.
God lead my steps, now I'm able to hear her a little bit more. I'm able to,
And
kind of
that's
focus in
crucial.
and hear what need to be heard versus her saying what I didn't do. I
Yeah.
hear, I love you, but this is how I felt,
Yeah.
and this is what this is versus hearing her being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Now, granted, she's still a little spicy with that mouth.
Hey, they all are, man.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
all
She's
are.
still a little spicy with that mouth, so I have to check her.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it ain't as much as it was when I was still in my pride and my
Yeah.
ego, right?
Yeah.
Because you never realize how much you done hurt your kids over the years. We think that we do everything right sometimes, like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing
Man.
that, I'm giving you this, I'm giving you that. And then in reality, you don't know how much damage you done caused your kids.
Nah. And sometimes it ain't even damage that you intend to cause.
No.
Back to what we just said, that generational. It keep moving, and from your daddy and them, your mom and them past, and you carried over what you know that was, and it might be considered bad parenting, but we didn't know that. We were just told, get stuff, do as I say, not as
Right.
I do, and that actually is not the way to go
It's not.
about it.
It's not,
So,
man. You got to learn how to listen, man. We as parents have to learn that we are never done learning,
nah,
and that our kids can teach us something every day.
man,
And I think that's the biggest failure that we have as parents is that we do not listen to them.
yeah,
We do not, allow them to be able to tell us what's what how they feel, because we
yeah.
make it about us.
As a man, and that's
I
it.
I did this. I
Yeah,
showed you this. Well,
yeah,
you maybe thought you did.
yeah. It might have took a little bit more.
Right.
And what we got to remember, especially as men, fathers, there's two sets of DNA that make those children up. Just because we grasp it one way, we got to look at, and this is why it's imperative to be wise about who you reproduce with. Because just because you grab it one way, they might not grab it. And then you think, well, why she ain't grabbing it? But you got to dig deep on that other side to see what's going on.
And again, they go back to lifestyles and traumas, man.
Yeah.
Everybody went through different things in their life. When you're having kids with people, you got to definitely start doing some background checks,
man,
and seeing what people really going through, been through, or kind of counseling they need, or what type of love they need or didn't get, because then you'll be able to know the type of person you're dealing with, and why they don't agree with you on certain things, and why certain things seem to tick them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right? Because at that point, that until you do that, you're gonna always have a miscommunication.
Always. And it's because, you got, like you said, you got to do a background. And I ain't talking about scrolling to their last 12, 13, 14 pictures.
Right.
I'm talking about you got to sit down and have some real conversations other than what's your favorite color.
Right.
And so,
where you like eating out at.
Yeah, you got to have real conversations.
Did you have a mama?
Man.
Like, did she really show up for you?
How do you feel about God and raising our children as
That's
Christians?
the first question. Let's keep it real. The first question you need to ask somebody when you're dating is, do you believe in God?
That's it.
Are you living in a lifestyle that's conducive to what God wants us to be living, right? Because the reality is, you get mad when she turned up the wrong way. You be like, you married a demon over there, boy. She dealing with demons.
Yeah, you
know
the
what I'm
whole
saying?
time.
Whole time. So you thought you done met the best woman in your life, but you really met a demon.
Yeah.
And she ain't ready to change. And now you changing and you living like God wants you to live, but she ain't.
You ain't equally yoked.
You're not
now
equally
it's time
yoked.
to separate. And now the children in a broken home.
And a broken home. And the trauma is, and you may feel like you got no responsibility in that, right?
Yeah.
You're not the reason, but you really are. Because you didn't do the research, and then you had a kid with this lady, and now that you're doing a change and you're trying to be a better father, but now you're kind of leaving that kid hanging now.
Yeah.
Because now they got to deal with both sides of that.
Yeah.
You only dealing with one side because as the parent, you like, look, I ain't got to deal with that. But that kid still got to deal with that because there's a disconnect.
Yep.
It's a big disconnect.
And when that happens, it creates a lot more traumas.
And this is why you have to start getting on one accord with the person that you're having a child with. And even if it hurts you, it's going to build you to be a better person, to be a better parent, because now you can be able to see the full table versus half of the table.
Yeah. And the only person that wins from that is your child. They benefit, man.
And honestly, that's the only person that really should be worried about winning.
That's what should matter.
Is the child. Because once you have a child, it's no longer about you. It's no longer about, your happiness and where you going and and because we forget about that. These kids depend on us. They depend on us.
We got to be in our right mind.
And if you're not where you need to be, then they're going to be damaged.
Yeah.
And then when they get older and they doing things, you're like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Oh, because now you healed.
Yeah.
Right? Because you didn't heal and you didn't did the work for yourself. You think your kid is cool? No, they still damaged.
I say it to people all the time when they talk to me about situations. I say, I can understand. They say, well, how can you understand? You just as old as my parents. Well, I can understand because sometimes parents forget where they was at 19, 20, 21. They forget that what they were like because they only can remember last year or the struggle they came out of and got them to where they at. But before they were putting Mr. in front of and Miss in front of their name, they were just little new.
Oh yeah. Listen, you out here doing the biggest of the biggest. You feel me? We come from that. Like I said, I come from the trenches, so I know what it is. And so even with looking at my son, you know what I'm saying, talking to him, it's crazy because before I was able to actually have my own conversation with my son because, I married my son's mother.
Yeah.
But then there was a disconnect.
Yeah.
We started off in the church and et cetera. But we ended up getting a divorce and going separate ways. But in that separation, because I was still in the world and I hadn't totally, given myself to God, I was still connected to the world.
Yeah.
And because she knew me and she knew where I come from, she was afraid of my lifestyle doing something to my son.
Yeah.
or negatively impacting my child.
Because we know how it is out
Right.
there.
And so, but the problem happens there is because you do that, you cut the ties off. You
Yeah.
didn't allow my son to see me for who I was at that time. So then you create a type of damage.
Yeah.
Right. Because now he don't know. He just think his dad left him.
Now he got anxiety from that. He got
Right.
abandonment.
And now we have this thing where, okay, what I'm supposed to do now? I'm hurting.
Yeah.
As a father, because I'm knowing my child. I want to see my child, but you don't want to
Yeah.
see my child. But not only that, you got this fear in your heart against me because of what I come from.
Yeah.
See, understand the life I lived was because I had no choice.
Yeah.
And the problem with that, and I had with her, was that you know this. You've
Yeah.
been around me. You've been my best friend.
Yeah.
We went through school together. You've
Yeah.
been around me. Like, you know, for one thing, if for sure, is that I have a good heart.
Yeah.
And when I love you, I love you. And when I'm gonna protect you,
Yeah.
when you mine, I'm gonna protect you
Most
by
definitely.
all costs.
Most definitely.
So the fact that your love for me turned into fear of me was crazy. And now you taking away my chance to be a father because of your fear of me. Now he don't fear me,
Yeah.
but you fear me because of your own. You feel me?
Yeah. And like you said, you didn't know no other way. You had no other choice.
Right.
But here it was. You now had a choice and a different way to go about it because you had a reason. You had a why that came screaming into this world.
And she never got to see me in that light until a couple years ago. My son is now what, 22, 23 now?
Hey, grown.
But she allowed me back in his life when he was 16. And when she got to talking to me, she was like, I don't know this man. Who is you? But see, that's the thing. You don't understand. I've been did the work.
Yeah.
I've been doing the work. Right? Yeah. So the man you see right now is the man that already been going through that process, because that process ain't always gonna look good. But see, this is why we get back to that thing: is deal with people that can go through the process with you.
Some people can't.
Some people can't. Some people can't see you at your worst. They only want to be with you when you at your best.
Yeah.
I want people around me that's gonna be with me through the trenches. I want people around me that's gonna love me even when it's hard to.
I need somebody that's gonna hold that umbrella when the storm.
Man, you hear me?
I got us, but just hold the umbrella real quick. I got us.
So, can you stand in the rain with me?
Man, wasn't that a song?
Yeah. Can you stand
There you go,
in
these vocals
the
again.
rain? Yeah, don't get me doing that. I'm just joking, y'all. But
I'm
listen,
gonna get me a
but
vocal
can you
coach.
stand in the rain?
Yeah.
Can you stand in the rain with me
Yeah.
as I'm going through what I'm going through? Because understand this, I don't need no fair weather friends. I don't need no fair weather people in my life. It ain't even about friends. To be in my circle, you got to be somebody that's gonna go through the trenches with me, right? Because life ain't always good, right?
It ain't.
Don't sit with me and smile with me and laugh with me, and when I'm everything good, but then when everything goes bad,
now you disappearing.
You disappearing.
Or I'm changing because it ain't fun no more.
Right. It ain't fun.
No good time.
So
and that happens. It happens. Again, it's a part of that whole generational, the present, and wisdom. Wisdom comes with leading with love. It does, because like you said, you learn your child, you learn what it takes to lead your home as a father, and it comes so that when that wisdom comes, you start to decipher who needs to be in your circle and who don't, because everybody ain't for you winning.
Man, listen, and your kid, it's crazy how your kids have a type of discernment about people.
Yeah.
Man, you better listen to your kids, man, because when your kids got a type of discernment, they're gonna let you know.
If they acting weird around somebody, just know they probably ain't good for you.
They ain't good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Around.
But like I said, back to my thoughts on that. Fatherhood is a great way to be humble too.
Yeah.
You get real humble when you get kids.
Yeah.
Right. And even with dealing with women, you get a little. When you get girls,
yeah.
You have girls.
Woo!
Right. You start to see yourself in a different light, because now you're scared, because you like, boy, I done did some things in my life.
Yeah.
I hope don't nobody do my baby like that.
Better not. Better not.
You like, man, I hope don't nobody do my baby like that, because I'm going to jail.
Man, expeditiously.
I'm going to jail. I told y'all, I'm still getting it together. It's still raw and uncut. Man. Yes, we trying our best to live. We are living our best life in God right now. But understand this, I'm still in the works.
Yeah, man.
Because I don't know, man. Like I said again.
And protection is a part of fatherhood.
Oh,
though.
it is.
It definitely
It
is.
is.
And that's one thing that our kids know is that we're gonna protect them. Right or
By all
wrong,
means,
we're gonna
man.
protect them.
My family, period, man.
Yeah.
Being a man in a household with a family, period, like
I'm gonna stand on business
I'm
every
gonna stand
time.
on business every time.
Ain't no question about it.
I go do my time for mine.
Hey, listen,
You
man.
understand? Like yeah.
Long as there's planes flying, buses moving,
Yeah,
and Cash App still working, I'm gonna get that protection.
Because when you mine, you're mine. I don't care.
Yeah, man.
Stepchildren, my
Hey,
children.
that's me.
We gonna
Yeah.
rock and roll. That's mine.
You're not gonna mistreat them.
You not.
I mean, I was sent as fathers. We have an obligation to prepare our children and to prepare not just our children, but as men of God, we have an obligation to prepare the next generation.
Right.
And as we go about doing that, because that's our obligation, it's our duty, our call of duty, you could say, to do it the right way, to show them a different way than what we were shown, to show them that you can use your words, you can show love, you can say I love you, you can love on your son, you can love on your daughter, you can talk to their mother even if you're not with them no more with respect. You can still show up out with it being for the benefit of your child. If my child's mother comes on me, I got this going on, I'm not worried about what she got over there going on. I need to know if my son's straight.
That's it. That's all.
And hey, if he's straight, I'm
straight.
gonna make sure I handle my part. But if you saying he ain't straight, then we got to figure it out.
And the reality of it is, man, we as men also have to understand, man, that it goes a long way. When you got kids at the house, man, if that mother is not straight, your kids ain't straight.
Nah.
If she depressed, then your kids depressed. Because they got to watch her be depressed. So understand, man, make sure that you're doing everything you got to do as a man of God.
Yeah.
Right? To assist the best way you can. Sometimes it's gonna mean you just saying, look, let me get my kid, and you go ahead and do what you need to do for you while I got my child. Because sometimes that's what a parent needs. They just need a break, right? They just need the other parent to step in and show out for the kid, while they can't.
And that's crucial, man, because it gets to be a lot. And I know my man KT, he operates as a single father, so I know he knows. He ain't just speaking on something that, hey, I don't know what single mothers go through. We both been there, man. We gotta pick them up from practice. They done forgot something. Gotta take it to them. Gotta make a way out of no way.
They need lunch,
man.
They forgot their book bag at home, and you already at work. Now you gotta leave work, get the book bag because they got homework in the book bag. That's due today.
Man, missed the butts again.
It gets tough, man. It gets real tough, and then you start getting to that point where they start feeling themselves, and now they got a little more in their chest, where they think they can challenge you a little bit more. But it comes with the territory, man.
It do.
And I want to salute all women that are out there doing it on their own, and I mean truly doing it on, not the ones that's being bitter, right? And just trying to act like you the single parent, and you really ain't a single parent. You just not trying to cooperate. But I'm talking about the ones that's really having to do it on their own.
Most
that's
definitely.
really having to get it up and figure it out.
And
what's that saying we say? I got to do it anyway.
Got to do it anyway.
The ones that get up and say, you know what, I got to do it anyway. Why complain?
Man,
those women that got to do it. I mean, I salute to y'all, man, because me being a father and that having to do that, it's a little different. And don't get me wrong, I've been doing it for some years now.
Yeah,
but it's a little different. But I've had some help. You know what I'm saying? And
but hey, it takes a village. It really do. But you got to build that village for your kids.
Right.
You can't just allow everybody in that village.
Nope.
That right there, that's the presence for it. Like, because you got to be present to check up on that village. Because sometimes we done seen it time and time again. You put your kids in something, you're like, oh, I thought they was a good person. No, that's why you got to be present as a father. You got to be present.
You got to show up.
You got to. It's more than just bringing gifts over there, taking them out to eat, taking them to the fun stuff. You got to be at them parent-teacher conferences. You gotta show up at church sometimes. Man. You might not like the church. Show up though.
Hey, listen, man, you got to get to know the people that are around your kids,
Man, don't you?
and because listen, it's just different. You don't know what type of person that person is.
Man,
What they say, sheep in wolf clothing,
yeah, yeah,
wolf in sheep clothing.
yep.
However
Wolf
they
in sheep
saying,
clothing.
yeah. So you have to be careful with the people that you're dealing with, man. People are laughing in your face and the whole time plotting to do you something dirty, but in the background. So you got to make sure that you're always putting on the full armor of God and make sure that you're praying and praying hard, man, and
Yeah,
putting God in every situation that you're dealing with in life. So when you get into that place of discernment and knowing who people
yeah,
really is and seeing through that clothing, and we say, oh yeah, you really a wolf. You
yeah,
really trying to tear something down,
yeah.
and calling it out for what it is. You know,
And you know, being a fatherhood with love is leading exactly like that. Like you get to know the other people and you blend it together. As you told me when I met you, man, we should be able to have Christmas dinners and
hey man, listen, because I come from that, man. Like I really come from that background where we should all be in a space where we could just kick it.
yeah,
There like what's weird about parenting in this village?
yeah,
Like if you got a kid with somebody and y'all no longer together, they move on to get somebody else, and you move on to get somebody else. What's the problem?
yeah.
Right? That's that.
Everybody should
I
be
feel
happy.
like that's more love for the kid,
Yeah,
right?
everybody should be
That's a
winning.
village.
That is a village.
And then not only that, if we are communicating and getting connected on that one level, then there is no different level.
Yeah,
It's one level, right?
yeah,
He ain't going over there, and you got to worry about if he getting the wrong teaching over there, getting the wrong direction over there, because y'all are all connected, y'all
yeah,
all talking, y'all all
yeah,
praying together,
yeah,
right? And that divine leadership,
yeah. That's
right?
it. That's it.
So
That's it.
if you're doing that, then you don't have to worry about what's going on because y'all are already connected and moving in that way. Before we go any further, I want to go ahead and jump into that next scripture, Ephesians 6:4.
Oh yeah. All right. Here we go. Ephesians 6:4. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger by the way you treat them. Rather, bring them up with the discipline and instruction that comes from the Lord.
Man, shit, that's
That's it.
deep.
Yeah,
That's deep.
yeah. And who did he task with that though? The fathers. Do not provoke your child to wrath. We quick to say that other part of that scripture up ahead. Honor thy mother and thy
Now,
father.
Father,
But we forget that last to go down song where it say, "Don't provoke your child to
matter of
wrath."
fact, go ahead and read that whole full scripture along with that.
This is Ephesians 6.
Right?
Children, obey your parents because you belong to the Lord, for this is the right thing to do. Honor your father and mother. This is the first commandment with a promise. If you honor your father and mother, things will go well for you, and you will have a long life on earth. Fathers, do not provoke your children to anger by the way you treat them. Rather, bring them up with the discipline and instruction that comes from the Lord.
It didn't say mothers.
And you know why that is? Because we as fathers, as men, are tasked with being the leaders. Quit passing that baton. It's our job. Lead. Quit just hollering you a man. Stand up and be that leader in the community.
God has tasked us with being real leaders in our families. See, don't let this world tear you apart from your families
Nah,
because the world want to see y'all divided. Because if we are united and solid as a family, there is nothing in this world that can stand against us when we doing what we supposed to do.
nah, it ain't.
Right?
We're going to get it accomplished.
The Lord has told us several times, and women be like, "Oh, I can do this on my own." Yeah, you probably can, but God didn't design it that way.
Nah,
See, and when we start talking about what God has done and what God wants for us, let's be realistic. Yeah, you can do it on your own. Yeah,
yeah,
it's been women in the world that's done it on their own several times. But is that the way God wanted it?
nah,
If we truly gonna live by what God wants us to live by, no, God has never wanted us to be divided. Now, God will definitely make sure that you are able to, do what you need to
He
do
has
and
a special
provide.
place for women and
Right. He
children.
definitely got a special place. But as men, this is why we made this program too, is to get our men back and have them walking according to what God wants, not what you
Yeah,
want.
Yeah, because and that's the thing. A lot of times we get off track and start letting you want to pass off like she got it, she good, she ain't needing it. The government giving her this. It wasn't the government's job to take care of your children. God didn't design this for us to just pass it over. He didn't say nowhere in there. Did you see what he said? Hey, go get her pregnant. Abraham, get Sarah pregnant. Y'all gonna have a child, and you gonna leave her, and she gonna raise that child on her own in her old age. He didn't say that.
Not at all.
So if it wasn't tasked in the biblical time like that, and we supposed to be staying in this word, and this is how you stay focused and on in alignment, as we discussed in the earlier episode. This is how you want to know how to be a godly man, a godly father, how to lead your house. It's right here. It's all here. And then guess what? Get with other men, like-minded, and build. That's how that go. You can't do it alone. It was never meant to. Do you know the power when 2 or 3 men come together and start praying and depending on God and letting Him lead their path? You know the things we can accomplish. Now I said 2 or 3. Now imagine if 6 or 7,000 got together. We could change this whole world, the whole concept. The men would be walking different. Young men would be carrying themselves different. You don't know how many young men I meet don't even know how to tie a tie, just know how to do it. And you know when they learn to tie? When the public defender do it at court or the mortician do it at their funeral. That ain't when you supposed to be getting that done. It's something about a father tying his son tie for the first time. Whether it be for that first Christmas play or his first job interview. Something about telling your son, look me in my eyes when you shake my hand. And when you speak with authority. Don't speak with your head down.
So when you listening to Clarence say this, Clarence, how did you learn this?
I learned this not just I didn't learn this from my father. I learned this when I went to the military and then other men poured into me in my community. I used to go to church. Deacon Northcutt turned me on to reading black authors. I had plenty of teachers teaching me to read them other authors, but black authors. Les Brown, I think, was one of the first people he turned me on to read in Sunday school. I had a pastor, Pastor Johnson, and then as a young man, I had Pastor Grant out in Clarksville, Tennessee, Deliverance Outreach Temple, and he poured into me as a young man trying to get back on that right path.
So and not to cut you off.
Yeah, no, you good, bro.
Because the reason why I'm asking him this is right because this is what we're talking about. You know, we didn't have fathers to teach us these things. These are things that we learn because we got around like-minded men.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Which is what making us say we need to do the same thing today. What was poured into us, we need to pour into other people because there were other men in our lives that poured something to us as men that they gave us. They planted the seeds in us.
Yeah.
Now, granted, how long it took for them seeds to grow,
man,
it's one thing.
It was some harvest slow.
But they planted those seeds.
Yeah.
Right? They weren't our real fathers. They wasn't people that were supposed to be taking care, but because they were real fathers.
Real men.
We're not just talking about being a father to your kids. And this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's not just talking about being a father to your kids. No. It's being a father to kids everywhere. See, you don't stop being a father when you go out, right? When
your kids leave the house, you don't stop
being one. Nah. Right? So no matter what kids you run into in the streets, what kids you run into, whatever situation you run into them, man, always lead as a father.
Yeah.
Give them that direction. And these men that we have ran into in our lives,
yes,
as he has said, right, in the church, giving them some knowledge on reading black authors. These are seeds that were planted that grew into something in his life. That as he grew into being the man that he was supposed to be, right, and now being the man that God wants him to be, he got some tools in his box.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
he got some tools in his box that now, as he go out, he's able to use those tools. See, we may not know what we're getting when we're getting it, but when it's time to use it, we can reach in that box.
We're equipped. Got it, man.
We can reach in that box and grab it because we were already equipped with it.
Yeah, yes.
See, understand that you got some tools in your box right now, and you don't know that you got them because you have not been led to use them yet.
Yeah.
But once you start doing the work that you need to do on yourself, you're gonna start realizing that you already had some tools in your box that you could have used.
And just to give y'all more clarity on how he's saying that, listen to me. Let me take it back to the streets for a second. If you can lead a gang of guys to distribute for you, you can run a trucking company, a logistics company. If you can take something that look like chopped up, melted snow out there that's been broke down and get people to sample that, you can do retail. If you can do any of the street stuff that it requires that gets you on the radar of them alphabet boys, you really just need the guidance and guide to turn that around, and you could be a CEO. And I'm not lying to you. The same knowledge I had out there in them streets, I went to college. I was zipping through them classes, dean's list. But it wasn't because, oh, I'm just so smart. It was just a matter of flipping the mindset, having a not having a fixed mindset, but an open mindset.
The grind don't stop.
No,
It's just different where you're using it at, right?
yes,
If you're a grinder, if you really learning, you really out here going to get it. If you out here in these streets, and you're like, man, I'm gonna do it by all means necessary, right? And you spending 24 hours a day working those streets. Think
man,
about if you spend 24 hours a day working them books,
man,
learning how to put your financial plan together, learning
yeah,
how to, build that business up, learning how to promote and get it out there on that other side. Just imagine how much legal money and how many jobs you can create for other
man,
young men that need it.
yes,
The legal
yes,
way.
yes.
Building a legacy for your kids.
That's
See,
it.
that's what we supposed to do as father, build legacies.
Yes.
Build something that our kids can live off of, and their
Thank
kids can
you.
live off of. Your
Thank you.
kids can live off of. Build something that your children can be proud of, proud to say, Dad, this is that.
I say that to myself. When I'm gone, I don't. My kids gonna be straight. It's my great grandkids. I want people to look and say, that's that's them Clarence grandkids. Them Clarence grandkids. You remember Clarence? Man, you might not remember Clarence, but he put
Look,
some things together.
that's some dials,
That's them. That's them.
right?
That's how the Rockefellers ain't the only people putting in work.
Man,
Come on, hey, you should be building a legacy for your namesake.
because think about what happened to being able to go back to your grandparents' house that they didn't have for 40, 50 years, and
Man,
now your kids get to go back to that same house
see where it
see
started.
where it started. Like that's the type of legacy I want to build. That's the type of culture I want them around. Like building something that you can say, man, my granddaddy and grandmama was together for this
Yeah,
long.
yeah,
Like I miss that. Like make it. Can we go back to those days?
man. Because these days, boy, they want to quit as soon as a little crack show.
Your granddaddy ain't your real granddaddy. He your step granddaddy because the other
But you didn't
granddaddy
know.
was a hustler and he either in the
Rolling Stone.
penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the type of thing we living with right now. So it's up
Yeah.
to us to start creating something different. It's up to us to create a different outlook on life for our kids and those kids that are even surrounding our kids. One thing I like about like people that I like the people that are around my kids right now, like my daughter, right? Her one of her mentors is big on the kids that are around her kids being something for them.
Hmm.
Because if you want to change the dynamic of what your kids are around, then you got to be in the kids' lives that are around them.
Yeah. Most definitely.
If that makes sense,
I do.
right? So you can't only just worry about your kids. You got to worry about the kids that your kids are hanging out with,
Because they
because
listen
they
to them
have the
too.
most
Impact.
impact on your
Yes.
kids.
Yes. Yes.
So and when you realize that and you start being something to those kids, then you
Yeah.
sort of see your kids turn out a
Yeah.
little bit better.
Yeah.
Because now you ain't got just these two kids, you got a group of kids that are they like, listen, Mr. Hartwell ain't playing this,
Nah.
right? We
Nah.
ain't gonna take Khalil over here and do this because
Yeah.
we know Mr. Hartwell ain't just coming for her, he coming
Yeah.
for us too.
Yeah.
And he gonna bring us back to our mama house and
Yeah.
tell them.
Boy, that's how it used to be. I know we talked about our childhood. Where I remember I threw a football one time through this Miss Tyson's window. Threw the football through. Well, I didn't throw it through there because I wasn't strong enough, but it hit her car. I ran off. And she called my mama and them, told them what happened. My dad came in there, he say, Who did it? I ain't had nothing to say. I don't do no snitching. So, so I ain't had nothing to say.
Oh man.
He say, you know what? Everybody getting a whoop. And I
Man.
ain't like his thought of punishment. But anywho,
Listen.
I got this whooping. I got it. It was one of the few I actually got. And me, my cousin them, and you know, when my cousin them were getting they whooping, they heard me say my name. Yeah, they snitched.
Yeah.
But so,
And that's where it started.
but you know what else had to happen? I had to walk down there and apologize to Miss Tyson about hitting her car.
Man, listen. For me,
Yeah.
I ain't had to go down nowhere because I got the whooping at Miss Tyson house. Look, nah, real live. One of my best friends, man, he rest in peace. His mama, me and him grew up together from the Jits. When I say Jits, I mean I got a photo of us like little boys.
Yeah.
My mama, his mama was so connected. Our community was so connected that me and him got to fighting in his mama house. Broke her TV stand. He whooped me, sent me home. Called my mama before I made it home and told her, "Hey, I whooped them already. They broke the TV stand, but I got home and then I got another whooping because I went to her house and broke her TV stand."
Yep.
So it's like that's a village.
Yeah, that's a
right?
village.
It wasn't no, you put your hands on my child.
Yeah.
No, it was yeah, I'm glad you did, girl.
Yeah.
Send them on around here.
Yeah. These days they don't work like that.
You know what I'm saying? And so people are more worried about don't be putting your hands on my kids. But if you teach your kids what's real, you ain't gotta worry about nobody putting your hands on their kids.
Listen.
But it's a village. You gotta it comes to a place where because kids now like you ain't gonna put your hands on me.
Yep.
You ain't my mama.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because we are teaching our kids that can't nobody put their hands on them. Like, yeah, I don't want nobody putting their hands on my kids, but if it's right,
then I need you to correct.
I need you to correct it.
Yeah.
See, I got the paddle put to me when I was in elementary school.
Me too.
Because guess what? My principal was my mama's principal when she was in school.
Wow.
Mr. Bamford.
Yeah.
So when Mr. Bamford found out who my mama was, oh man, it was the worst.
Yeah.
I got it worse than anybody. Because he knew my mama.
He like, yeah, I know where you come from.
Oh, I know you, Mr. Hartwell. I know your mama. I put the paddle to your mama. Come on in here. Come on in here, Mr. Hartwell. Let me have a conversation with you. And that conversation was that wooden paddle.
Yeah, man.
Boy, yeah, I went back to class after that. I started acting up.
Yeah, you set up a little high.
Look, yeah. I ain't want them to send me Mr. Bamford. I wanted to go to the other principal.
Yeah.
They didn't know my mama.
Yeah, man.
Right?
They want to talk to you.
Yeah, they just want to talk to me.
Yeah.
Nah, the other one want to put the paddle to me.
But
what I'm saying is, man, we got to start really leading, man. We as men, we really have to start leading and know what that leadership looks like. If we start walking in the way God wants us to walk, then you don't have to question it or if you're doing what you're supposed to do as a man, because God is always going to lead you. I promise you, as I have started on my journey and really doing what God wants me to do, I pray on everything, and God always gives me the answer.
Yeah,
He always showed me the answer, and I'm just grateful that I found God in the time that I found him, because I promise you, I don't know where I would be right now.
Man, I know I'd be. He lost. No eternal life.
And I don't want that. Nah. I want to be able to get at the end of my road and God said, "Job well done."
That's it. My good and faithful servant. You know, and it starts with, like you mentioned earlier, the traumas that we get passed down. It starts with breaking those generational curses, and in breaking those, inherited iniquities are broken through faith in Jesus Christ. That's how you start there. You start there, just not going into each. I know we got not to go into each verse, but each scripture, but confess and repent. Leviticus 26:40. Declare redemption. Galatians 3:13. Live in newness. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Listen, when you get to that point right there, you stay in that point, and you stay in that word, you're a new creature. Yes, you will. You know what your past traumas are. You know what the past curses are your family are. But you're the chain breaker. You the one that changed it. You the one set the tone. You didn't get given a great life, but a healthy great life gonna come from you. And you gotta be the reason for that. You gotta be that upstanding citizen in your community. It's on us. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. What's that saying? We all we got.
We all we got.
Men, we all we got. Fathers, we all we got. Let's go do it.
And so we gotta start holding each other accountable, man.
We got to. Accountability. I wrote that down. Individual accountability replaces ancestral punishment, meaning that once we hold ourselves accountable and it takes away the excuse of, well, I didn't know, it's always the way it's been done.
Right.
Accountability, you got to have that as a man. As a father, you got to have it because you are accountable to these children.
Most definitely. You you have to be held accountable because God already held us accountable. So if you want to be accountable or not, you already held accountable.
You are.
So you might as well start holding yourself accountable because God will uh, get you in the end for
Most
not
definitely.
stepping up and doing what you're supposed to do. So you might as well start looking at it like that. That's how I look at it. And
And
I'm praying and hoping that God continue to build me as the man that I'm supposed to be in Him,
yeah,
and giving me the clarity that I need
most definitely.
to guide my kids, and not only my own biological kids, but the kids that are around my kids.
Man,
To give them the knowledge that they need, and hope that He bless them, each and every one of them, with the wisdom that they need
yes,
to be
yes,
able to navigate this world.
yes. It is crucial. It is crucial that he does that, and I continue to pray not only for myself, but every man I come in contact with goes back into his community and pours back into it.
Oh yeah.
It's so easy to take from our community, and we've made money out of our community.
If you come from where we come from, we know we took a lot from our community.
I could never give back enough.
Not enough, you know. And this is why this is why we're doing what we're doing right now, and this is a start of our giving back, right?
Yeah.
And again, we want to say this: we're not trying to paint a picture of perfection to
Nah, we not
you.
perfect.
Like, by all means, I don't want you to see me at perfection, because I'm not perfect.
Nah.
Right? I'm not perfect by far, but I am striving to be the best version of myself every single day, as I know that Clarence is, which is why we came together and we decided to do what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Because we see two men trying to be the best version of themselves, and we like, well, why not do that together?
Most definitely.
Why not only that, my son, this is my son's stepfather. Why not show my son that two men can come together and lead?
Yeah.
You know,
And for those that ask, because I know he have introduced me as that before. I love that little man. Man, little man. And if you seen my page, you seen little man appear sometime. Woo! If anybody know me in the next, say, 6 months, you say, Clarence got a little slimmer. It ain't the daddy. It's the little man. He running me around from the moment he get up. What Cat Williams say? As soon as his feet touch the ground, zoom.
And what's crazy is, man, my son, like, with my son, man, he can't, like, you can't help but blend with him. I'm gonna be honest with you, because he's not gonna allow it any different way. Like, when he with me, and Clarence, Mama, Clarence, hold up, Daddy, Clarence. And when he with Clarence, my daddy,
I got
Clarence,
my daddy. Play my daddy's song.
Right. So it's like, you can't help but be united.
Yeah.
See, and God does it that way. Right?
Yeah.
God created that. God made that space where He's like, look, you got no choice but to be united. If you fight it, you're gonna be fighting yourself.
Most definitely.
Right. So God blessed us to be able to be in this space, to be what we need to be and united, to be able to be what we need to be for Him. And not only that, make it easy for His mother, right?
Yeah.
To make it a little bit more easy for her to be able to say, okay, well, they getting along, I ain't got no problem.
Ain't nobody
Because
beating.
usually in those dynamics,
Man,
you'll tell my son what to do.
yeah.
Oh, but nigga, get your son.
Go take it with you then.
Go take it with you then, But I am blessed to say that, co-parenting with this man here.
It's been a blessing,
it's
man.
been a great blessing.
Hey, little man, he's a blessing to watch.
What your wife say? What she call us?
Oh, best friend. Yeah.
Oh, that's your best friend now.
Your best friend, Colin. Man.
So it is great to be able to sit down and co-parent with this man here, because, like I said, he has a lot of wisdom and knowledge that he has, and we go back and forth and bounce off each other. So it's always great, man, to be able to do that. So
and like you said, it's great to work with him, to co-parent with him, and the knowledge he has, the background he has, and then also just moving to the city and the way he can offer me the knowledge of what he knows of the city and how to move, maneuver. Because if you come from the background we come from, you don't just move to a city and maneuver any
And
kind of
maneuver
way.
any type of way, not
I
at
don't
all.
care what you done change your life to be. You still got that in you.
It's in you. It ain't on me. It's in me. Yeah, it ain't on me. It's in me.
Yeah, man.
It's different. That's why I say
man,
God ain't on me. He in me.
most
You know,
definitely.
this is why it's important to let it come out, right? Because when God is in you, it has no choice but to shine,
It's gonna
right?
shine.
But yeah, most definitely, man. But before we actually get off of here for the night, I definitely want to go back to that one scripture that we read about fathers not provoking their children to anger, right? Let's make sure that we are doing better by our kids, because understand this, they have feelings as well.
Yeah,
And it's vital that we understand that,
most definitely.
because you're gonna lose your children. And I think that's one of the most scariest things for me is losing my children. Losing my children to the world because I can't get out of my own ego and I can't get out away from my own pride. That I can't let my kids know that I love them. That I can't let my kids know that they got the most in me, right?
Yeah,
Because you have a chance to show your kids who you really are. While they here right now, while they at the step and the level that they are at right now, you have a chance to show them love, a chance to show them humility, a chance to give them what they really truly need. And all you gotta do is listen. That's all you
yeah.
got to do.
That's it.
I ain't saying allow them to disrespect you, but what I'm
Nah.
saying is sometimes it's okay to just say, "Let me take a step back before I say something,"
Yeah.
because I am not gonna lie, it has been a journey for me.
I've been there, brother. I've been there.
Man. But it's been a blessing too. And I won't get away from it. Me and bro was talking the other day, and I told him, we get on the phone and sometimes like, man, this is going on, that's going on. I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing that.
Yeah.
Because the reality is life is great. Even though we are going through something, because those are things that we got to go through anyway. When we get to talking about your obstacles and the things you got to go through, because we're still building as men, so we're gonna have to go through what we go through. Back to our motto, I got to do it
Gotta
anyway,
do it anyway.
right? I got to do it anyway. So what are we crying about? What are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Take it and keep moving. Pray on it, give it to God, keep moving.
Hey, and that's all you can do.
See, let people be mad at you. Let them be mad. Let them just put their own understanding to whatever they want to put that to. But you know what God got you going through. You know what God taking you. Then that's all that matters. That is all that matters. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody but God.
That's it. That's it, brother.
And once you start moving under that act, you'll start to see life way better. See, I don't got nothing to prove to nobody no more. See, I ain't trying to, I just want you to believe in me. I just want you to love me. I just want you to see me. See, I just need God to love me. I just need God to see me. Right? I just want God to want me.
Yeah.
Because everybody else don't matter to me.
As long as I got God.
Who can be against me?
Nobody. Listen. That right there. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. There will be weapons formed, fathers. I will tell you. There will be weapons formed. There will be plans put in motion. But they will not prosper. Let them plan. Let them get the weapons. Let them map out their attack. You give it to God. And just watch how they plan fail. And you don't think God can put a plan in motion? Ask Pharaoh's people that was chasing the Israelites.
They got lost down in there.
Man, they swimming.
Swimming with the fishes.
Man. And I done swam in the Red Sea. I was looking for a chariot or two.
Man, it's just different, man. Just understand that, even right now in my journey, I definitely could tell you when I was quiet, depressed, nobody was bothering me.
Yeah.
But now that I am not depressed, I'm walking in my purpose. I'm not bothering nobody, but I'm speaking on what God got me going, and I'm speaking the way God want me to speak.
Yeah.
Now I see them people coming out the woodwork.
Yeah, they coming, man. They gonna come.
I see them plans form, and I see it.
Yeah, you got to pray for them devils, man.
But the thing is, when you see it coming, and you know it's coming, again, what can it do to you?
Not a thing. Not a thing.
If I see you coming from a mile down, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm protected already.
Yeah.
Because I see you coming. Go ahead and do what you do because it ain't gonna work.
I put the full armor on every morning.
Put the full armor on. We can't put the shoes on.
Nah,
Can't just put the leg plates. Can't just
nah,
put the breastplate. Can't
nah.
just put the helmet on. You got to put the full armor
Full
on.
armor. And we stay in that word.
Got to. You can't read your Bible today and then say I ain't gonna worry about it tomorrow
Nah, you got to
because
stay
you
in
need
it.
it. And I'm telling you right now, I'm guilty of it because you know we life be life,
It
and
definitely
we
do.
get busy.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? Like it took me so long to find my Bible. That let you know the devil didn't want me to find it. And what's so crazy, where it was found at was right up under my TV stand.
man,
And literally, I done went by that TV stand a million times looking for this Bible. And
listen.
about a month now, I've been looking for this Bible.
That's how it go, man.
And
That's
the
how
other
it
day, I
go.
found it right under my TV stand. And this is why I tell you, the devil gonna do what the devil gonna do,
Yeah,
right? Let him do it. Because when it's time, God gonna make sure you got what you need
yeah, most definitely.
to do what you need to do for the
Man,
kingdom of God.
always.
Well, this is going to be the end of our show tonight. Again, if you want to get in contact with us, please make sure you email us. Um, we do have all that attached to this, right?
Yeah,
All right. We got everything checked. If not, man, like again, we got our page on
yeah,
Facebook. I'm already him podcast on Facebook. We on TikTok. Again, we on here on YouTube. You can leave us a message in under the videos,
yes,
and we'll be looking at those comments. We have people that's searching through that as well. And reach out to us. We feel free to reach out to us, and we'll get back to you and do
most
our due
definitely.
diligence.
We most definitely will.
Is there anything else you got to say, clients?
Hey, all I gotta say, if you listen to can hear our voice, you're a man, a father, a role model, a pure guider, lead. Go into your community. Pour into your community. Pour into those seeds. And don't just pour into them for fame or social media likes. Pour into them privately, but pour into them. And if you're a father and you're outside your home and you've been slacking, fix it. Talk to God and allow Him to guide you on the proper steps to fix it. And when you do get the opportunity, the blessed opportunity to be back in your children's life, cherish it and make the most of it. That's all I challenge anybody. But let God lead you and be the best man you can be.
And not only that, if you some kids out there, right,
Yeah,
and you don't have a father, your father not around, understand this. Pray for them.
yeah, yeah,
Don't let it put no bitterness in your heart. Something that you got to carry with you every day. You feel like you are unwanted or that you're unloved. The greatest love of all is from God. Take your time and pray and give all of that to God and let God lead your footsteps. Because understand this, after over 40 years of living without a father, my father has come back into my life.
yeah,
It was the hardest thing for me to do was to accept him back into my life because this is a man that embarrassed me on so many levels in so many ways, but God put him in my life.
yeah.
My mother is gone. Anybody that meant something to me or that was there for me is in the graveyard.
Man,
He left me with this one person that
yeah.
I hated. I say hate because they say hate is
Strong
a
word.
strong word. And I mean
Yeah,
I hated this man with everything in me. I didn't care if he died. I didn't care. I'm talking about the type of hate if he caught fire in front of me, I wouldn't spit on him to put him out.
yeah.
But God left me with just him. I don't got no siblings.
Look how God do it.
My mother gone, my auntie's gone. Anybody that was there for me is gone. But left me with the one person that I hated the most. If that ain't a story for you, I don't know what is. So what I'm telling you is right now, don't live your life in bitterness. Pray on it. Give it to God. Learn how to love through it all. Learn how to find peace with it all.
Yes, Lord. Yes,
Because
Lord.
when it's time, God gonna show up. And that very person that act like you wasn't even somebody to them is gonna end up needing you.
It works like that every time. And fathers, if you neglecting them kids, you gonna need them. Watch, God will make it for the very kids you neglecting or the ones you need to help you in your old age. Be mindful of how you treat them babies. Those are gifts from God. And you protect your gifts.
But Lord, Well, it's been great. And we're gonna end this. We're out here with a prayer. You know, I got my preacher man in the building. You know, my preacher. This is my personal preacher man. Okay. Mr. Reverend Clarence Dow.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right, guys. Hey, dear God, we come to you tonight. We ask a special prayer for fathers, men, those leaders in the home. We ask that you give them the strength. We know the battle gets tough. We know that sometimes it don't seem like enough. But God, touch those situations. Make it enough. God, wrap your arms around them. Show them love like they never been shown love before. Any situations they dealing with, they feel like they're alone. Let them know they're not. You're there with them. You're closer than their next breath. You can fix it in a blink of an eye. Let them know that, Father. And then also, Father, those men that are walking and not doing what they got to be doing, God, touch them. Soften their hearts. Lead their path back to their children so their children won't be lost in this world and be alone in this world. And know that they're loved. And any child that don't feel like they got somebody, God, let them know that you got them. And I ask that you put somebody in their life that will pour into them and build them up to be productive citizens in this world. God, I ask these prayers, along with the prayers of the people that's on this podcast with me that work with me. Continue to protect them, heal them. We all go through something. God, just be our light, be our guide. And thank you for our many blessings. Thank you for guiding us through every shortcoming, every heartache, every failure. God, thank you for being God. And if you don't do nothing else for us, God, you've done enough. In your mighty son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. And there you go. I'm already him. Don't forget about it. Have a blessed night.
Yeah. See, some things ain't up for debate. Some things God stamped on you before you ever took your first breath. This one for everything He put inside me. I'm already him, I ain't tryna prove nothing. Favor been on me since the day that I came running. I ain't gotta chase what God already said. I walk in authority, I'm spirit led. I'm already him, yeah, the promise in my bones. This word became flesh, now it live inside my soul. I don't pray in fear, I pray like I'm His king. God wrote my name in heaven, I'm already him.